Bored Ape Yacht Club presentation leaked. Everything you need to know about ApeCoin and the future of Yuga Labs.
We're going to cover exactly what's up with Yuga Labs and what do they have up their sleeves, and go into detail about their leaked pitch deck and what this means for you and the broader NFT industry. You don't want to miss the show. Yuga Labs has kicked off the next bull market, and we're going to tell you why right here on Goats and the Metaverse. Stanley, market is back up. Let's check out the Goat Vault, which is going to tell you exactly where we are in such a short period of time.
Goat Vault is on fire!
The Goat Vault is on fire! $83,957. It feels like just yesterday we were something at like $60,000. In fact, I think it might have been just yesterday when we were at $60,000. Just showing you how quickly this industry moves. You know, fastest traders get rewarded. It was last week where we were talking about some good buy opportunities. But before we go into that, let's tell you about the Goat Vault. What is it and how do you win $83,000? Stanley, tell us.
The Goat Vault is our way of giving back to you, our viewers. And the rules are pretty simple. All you need to do is smash the subscribe button. Once we get to 5,000 subscribers, we open up the vault and start giving away the NFTs, currently worth almost $84,000. So you, the community, need to help us get to 5,000. Share the show on your social feeds, like, comment, tell everybody about your favorite YouTube show for your chance to win. What is happening in the market? Yossi, the market is on fire!
Market is on fire. Things are up only almost across the board. Ethereum at $3,003. And I think you mentioned yesterday that you were predicting ETH would pop the 3K mark, and it has done it today. So ETH is up.
Rub me, I'm a genie.
We're only going to credit you when you get it right. We'll forget about the times when you call it wrong. But Stanley the Oracle, the GOAT, called it right this time. And what's been happening in the broader market? Well, floor prices are predominantly up. Bored Ape Yacht Club holding over 100 ETH, 101.7 ETH. We would have expected some of that price pressure to come down after the ApeCoin reveal and people claim their coins, but no. BAYC is on a trajectory. CryptoPunks up, CloneX up, Doodles up, Cool Cats up, VFriends up. World of Woman on a tear, 12.9 ETH. Just last week, you could have picked up a World of Woman, I think at about 6 or 7 ETH. Gotta Cut Gang, 8.7 ETH. So most of the projects in the blue chips are up and holding above the 10 ETH price point. Remember when we were talking about how hard it is for a project to keep momentum above 10 ETH? And today, we're looking at across the board, VFriends, Doodles, Azuki, World of Woman, CloneX, Mutants, CryptoPunks, all holding above the 10 ETH price point. That just gives you the enthusiasm that is in the market, and it has turned quickly.
Two things. One, shout out to World of Woman. They were over 13 Ethereum, I think 13 and a half, flirting with 14 at one point yesterday. So shout out to them. And two, ApeCoin right now is up 18%.
Booyah.
That's a big number as well. We'll continue to track ApeCoin and see what the market does. And let's talk about it. Why is ApeCoin up? Why is Bored Ape Yacht Club the hottest thing in the world? What is all the fuss about?
Well, we're starting to learn a bit more about the vision that Yuga Labs has for Bored Ape Yacht Club. We get that out of their leaked pitch deck that was shared with investors just before ApeCoin came onto the market. It goes into great detail about all the upcoming expectations and why Bored Ape Yacht Club has managed to take the world by storm. The pitch deck starts off with just a bit of an overview about the company, who Yuga Labs is. They position themselves as a Web3 company exploring big ideas in identity, ownership, utility, and interoperability to push the crypto and NFT space forward. Talk about their founders. Yeah, and I like the way they present them, obviously all as apes. And then the next slide, probably interesting, is the people that they have as advisors and part of their team. Names like Guy Osiri, Nicole Muniz, Jasmine Shumka, and Patrick Ireland, all big names in their respective industry, people who know how to build brands, bring in relationships with big parties. Reminder, Guy Oseary is Madonna's manager amongst U2's manager and has great access. Part of the reason we saw so many celebrities buy into Bored Ape Yacht Club so quickly. They talk a little bit more about bridging the gap between culture and Web3, and that Bored Ape Yacht Club was just the beginning, and they are building the next frontier. And what do they mean by that? There's new IP that they're going to be introducing and that they've acquired, and we know what they mean by acquired. They acquired CryptoPunks and Meebits. New utility that they're going to be bringing to the market, new product development, breaking metaverse boundaries, sounds exciting, and new verticals like gaming, streetwear, events, and more. So big ambitions that they are talking about. They've got the balance sheet and they've shown that they can execute. So I wouldn't, there's no reason not to believe them at this point of what we've seen in their pitch deck. We'll pause there. Stanley, any comments?
2 comments. One, I was privy enough to see who some of the investors are before it comes out today. It is officially coming out today. And there's some big heavy hitters on that list.
Tell us before everyone else learns.
I can't reveal. I don't break.
Why do you tease us like that, Stanley? Why do you tease us?
Coming out today in Investor League. Investor list is big and grand, and they have the world at reach. They're going to be able to do everything that they want to do. And the second thing I want to say is I really like how the investor deck was put together. Very simple for anybody looking to launch a business, pitch an investor. Find this Twitter feed and take some lessons, because they explained it in a very, very easy to understand way. And I really like the presentation.
Even I understood it.
Even I understood it. When I understand it, I'm like,
oh, then you know. Then you know. They do position themselves as the premier blue chip NFT, which I think they can hold true. Price reflection revealing it. But what I liked about what they speak about in this slide is utility was the key. They're going back to their early days about giving access to the club, to the Bored Ape Yacht Club. That was the first of its kind. So on day one, this meant members-only accessible digital experience, in brackets, drawing dicks in the bathroom, because that's what you could do. But we were also the first to publish a roadmap creating hype around what was to come. So thinking through utility from the beginning, aping into a bigger community experience, and they backed by culture and media and backed by industry crypto NFT experts. So people have started aping into the ape. Celebrities are using them as signal that they know what's up, and crediting some of those people: Justin Bieber, Serena Williams, Jimmy Fallon, Shaq, Post Malone, Timberland, Gwyneth Paltrow, Neymar, Snoop Dogg, to name a few. That's quite a list of people that are holding your product. So definitely getting social validation out of that slice. And then they're saying, well, that wasn't enough. We're as famous to our token holders that we've even transcended into the real world. People are starting to create Bored Ape Yacht Club merch, skateboards, putting it on money, and really transcending culture through the first in-person experience. Ape Fest had a number of celebrities at the event, and that they've got the largest and most active Discord community in the NFT space, 135,000 people in their Discord community, and Ape Fest sold out in November 2021. All of this revealing to the fact that Bored Ape Yacht Club has become a cultural phenomenon, telling the world that they see how they've managed to permeate culture, and what they've done so far has transcended just this idea of JPEGs on the internet. It's transcended the internet. It's gone into real life. It's gone into streetwear. It's gone into culture, laying it up for what's to come.
It's only the beginning. I mean, I think that's what it really comes down to. The video that they put out the other day with a quick, whatever it was, 90-second teaser of what they're building in April. I have no idea what they're building, but I own a production company. I own a production company, and the quality of that video was absolutely one of the best videos I've ever seen. The amount of money, thought process, effort, creativity to put that together was tremendous. And that's where, like, everything that they do and everything that they want to do It's very strategic. It's very creative. It's very thoughtful. They're not just putting things out there. And that's when you know a brand is doing it right. Just like Apple used to put so much energy, time, money into their big announcements, I see the same path. And in that video, there was a lot of new reveals, right? They're launching. We're not quite 100% sure of exactly what they're launching, but there's going to be this metaverse with other big name projects like Cool Cats and Nouns and Meebits and Punks and there's a new 10K project that's going to be coming out from them called Codas. And the only way to own that project is to own land. We're not quite sure exactly how to buy that land, but you have to buy it in Apecoin. We're pretty sure about that. And if you own the land, you have an opportunity to now own the NFT. This is all very, we're not 100% sure of exactly how this is going to work, but here you go. They're adding another layer and another layer and another layer. And for all those people that sold Apecoin that's saying, we're taking a lot of money off the table, maybe you're now thinking, shoot, should have I waited a little bit because there's more to come.
And we see that in their leaked presentation. It's a long presentation, roughly slide 48 or so. They say that they're not building a metaverse. They're building an interoperable gaming metaverse, a Meta RGP. For those of you that were just getting comfortable with what is a metaverse and now like, what the hell is a Meta RGP? Basically, what they are saying is they are building a world where everyone is welcome, where your NFTs can be part of this world, where you can have the cool cats in the same metaverse as your apes and vice versa. Well, we don't really know exactly what that means, but they're saying that they are the people who have the best chance to do it because simply they have the story, the brand, the culture that people are obsessed with. And what they've created combines
the team to do it.
And they got the team to do it, and that they've created combined storytelling, pop culture, taste, and fun in just the right amounts. And I would agree that they have managed to do that and capture the imagination of the world. And then they go to say that their building is bigger than Bored Apes. And how do they create something that unifies everyone? Well, at your point, you should have guessed it. It has to be Apecoin. And that is the new experience that they're bringing to the world that allows people to build on their platform, that has a whole bunch of technical terms about their SDK and how you can build and be able to create on this metaverse, but it's all powered by this coin called Apecoin, which they gifted to everyone, and that will power this economy. The catalyst for that will be this world, this metaverse that they build called Otherworld. And if you haven't seen the video that Stan alludes to, their 90-second video, it's pretty cool. You should watch it. And within there's a new PFP character called Coders. Coders can only be acquired if you own some land in Otherworld, and they'll be randomly distributed to land owners. That's all we know to date. But Coders is this new character that takes you into the Otherworld and will be the new Bored Ape Yacht Club character. So that's what we saw in the deck. That is the excitement behind Bored Ape Yacht Club. Will they be able to do it? Do you like their vision? Do you like what they see? Does that make you a long-term believer in the Bored Ape Yacht Club ecosystem in Apecoin? We have seen some initial sales of the coin. Most people have taken, hard to say no. If you owned a Bored Ape, you were claiming anywhere between $70,000 and $140,000 by selling your coins. Hard to say no to that kind of money. But as more and more gets revealed, people are starting to say, hold on, there may be something here. There may be something big here. And maybe we aren't being too smart by selling too soon.
One thing I want to add is, from what I saw, a lot of people that did sell the coin were taking those profits and reinvesting into some of those projects that were in the video, right? The Cool Cats, the Meebits, the Punks, and other projects that were in the video. So I still think that, I think a savvy NFT investor, a savvy holder, it's hard for anybody to say, I do not believe in Yuga. I do not believe in Bored Ape. I think they surpassed everybody's expectations at this point. Going back to our Apecoin video, if you haven't watched it, please make sure you do. what was the math? If you bought it for $200, you have about $500,000 of cash if you held it, or if you sold it along the way, or however you want to capitalize on that. I would not bet again. This is not financial advice. Do your own research, but
you wouldn't bet against them.
Nope.
One other thing that they have in their leak presentation is slide number 84. They go through their projected revenues for the year, and it's not a small number. April 2021, actuals for 2021, they generated $137 million in top-line revenue. Their gross profit on that $137 million, wait for it, $131 million. So great GPs, 95.5% profit margins. Yeah, anyone looking at those numbers, that is mind-boggling stuff. And they've projected for 2022 to be able to do $540 million in sales, and that their GP is actually going up, not down, at $532 million, a 98.8% GP. They're basically printing money at 98.8% GP is what they're telling investors, and why, when we learn more today about who those investors are, we're probably going to hear some pretty big names behind that raise, because who doesn't want to back a 98.8% margin business?
And I think the beauty of it is they could go and recruit the top people in the world and say, hey, we're not going to pay you this crazy salary. We're going to give you a shit ton of ApeCoin. And if you believe in us and you believe in our ecosystem, that ApeCoin is going to be worth a lot of money one day, and you're going to cash out for a fine number. So when we were talking about ApeCoin and that Yuga's holding such a big bag of it, I'm assuming that to recruit and hire the best people in the world. So round of applause to Yuga. Round of applause to whoever leaked that deck, because that was definitely very, very helpful. And maybe it was strategically done, but we won't talk about that.
It was leaked. Yes.
Leaked. Yeah, a lot to process here. I'm a believer. I know you are as well. And I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Hope we provided some value to you guys. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, share the show, and we'll see you guys back here tomorrow.